Now we're back, we hope to be in shape, ready to go again next season.
Oh. Go on, Mark.
Welcome to Last Week This Week, the show keeping you up to date with all things St Cuthbert Wanderers. We've got another packed one for you today, match reaction to both the Cretan and Newton Stewart matches, as well as meeting the newest addition to the coaching staff. Jordan gives us his thoughts on the fixture list, a beach training session, and what he thinks ahead of today's match against Fenart. Let's get into it.
Yeah, at the end of the day, it's pre-season. I would like to say results don't matter too much, but I think there's a trophy at stake, and especially for the occasion it was. Yeah, it was disappointing to lose. Look, it's penalties, it's anyone's game, but I would be honest and say that I thought Cretan deserved it. Our goalkeeper Jake Gemmell kept us in the game, various great saves at the time, but that's why we signed him. There's going to be times where he's going to need to dig us out of holes, and he's proved that today with some of the exceptional saves that he's made.
Second half I thought I done quite well, kind of grew into it more second half. First half, again the rustiness kind of got me. I was a wee bit shaky in the first half, but I grew into it more in the second half, and I'm disappointed with my first half performance, but happy with my second half performance.
It was good to give it to Cretan because I've got a lot of respect for them, for some of the players, their staff, their committee. However, we should be lifting that ourselves. I think the whole purpose of it was to bring a competitive edge, and it certainly did. There was a bit of grit in that match, and it was good for both teams. Very much more than just a standard pre-season friendly, so it was enjoyable. But no, credit to them for winning it. No, it would have been nice to win it. It was really nice to have the memorial trophy. It's a really nice trophy. Hopefully we can make this an annual event, and next year we'll try and win it back. Fingers crossed.
Raymond Gordon might have hung up his boots to join the coaching staff, but does he miss doing pre-season as a player?
I'm glad I'm not doing it anymore, you know what I mean? My body couldn't take it anymore, so I knew it was time to give up. And Jordan offered me a chance to come in as a coach, which couldn't pass up. Work under him, he's come in, chucked loads of ideas at the club that have took it way above the expectations of what it should be at, and it's been really interesting.
The guy knows the club inside out. You know, he's been here for years. He's done both. You know, Razor was sort of caretaker manager before I got the positions, so he has been in the dugout before to lead the team here, and he, like I say, he's played here for years. He knows the ins and outs of our club, but not only that, you know, all the rest of the clubs, how they play, what it's like to play on the different pitches around the region, and that wealth of knowledge that he has for the league, and everything that he can bring towards us as the coaching staff. You know, I couldn't pass up the opportunity to bring him in and give him the tracksuit to join the backroom staff. And it's good to lean on him as well. You know, he's got the experience. You know, I'm still young enough that I could maybe make mistakes, but to have somebody with his knowledge and, like I say, the years that he's played the game, you know, it's good to lean on him for a couple of ideas, just to maybe keep us grounded. Because yes, we're young and enthusiastic, but sometimes you just need a wee bit of an older head to keep you firmly planted on the ground and make sure we're making the right decisions for the right outcomes, and hopefully that then gets a success come the end of the season.
Oh! The South of Scotland League fixtures are out, and it's a whirlwind start to the season, beginning with a tough opener away to Locker.
Yeah, of course it is. You know, Locker are a good team. They play, you know, good football, and they don't give up. You know, there's 2 or 3 teams in this league that they've got a never say die attitude. You know, and it's all credit to them and the way that they're set up. You know, we could quite easily, for talking sake, you know, go 2-3-0 up, but seeing ourselves being 3-3 at full time if we're not careful. You know, and we need to give Locker huge respect for that. You know, so we need to make sure that we're we're on it from the get-go, right from the first whistle of that first game in a couple of weeks' time, and we try and kick on and build some momentum going into that heavy schedule that I talk about. You know, like I say, 9 games in 20 days is a hard push for anybody, you know, full-time professional or, you know, semi-pro sort of level that we're at. The boys have still got jobs and things like that to go and work during the week. It's going to be tough, but we just need to make sure that we try and get off to the right foot, start off with, you know, 3 points hopefully, and try and build momentum throughout the weeks.
Steady. Tom. This goal pulled one back against Newton last week, but it wasn't enough for Saints. Here's what Elliot Harris made of the game.
Overall, the performance, we can't beat ourselves up too much about it. You know, it's still pre-season for us, so we're just getting fit and getting ready for the season. I felt first half, we conceded an early goal, and then from there it's just a matter of chasing the game, you know. So I think in terms of what we done to get ourselves back in the game, it was a good response. You know, we got a goal probably 5-10 minutes after. But like I said, the result isn't the best, but we know start of the season we'll be ready and we can kick on from there.
As injuries began to take its toll on the squad, Jordan tells us the benefits of doing a training session on the beach.
Yeah, look, the beach sessions are always good, you know, for the players, for the morale, for them to have a more relaxed session, to have a laugh with each other. But it was mainly about trying to take the weight off the legs as such. You know, we've got a couple of boys that have been breaking down with a couple of injuries and just little niggles, but to take them to the beach, go on the sand, do some running on the sand and things, it helps them. You know, it's more easier underfoot, it's more forgiving, and you know, we've seen the rewards off of that. That a couple of the boys were back training this week on Monday and Wednesday off the back of it, just feeling a little bit fresher.
And finally, we face Finnart today, and Jordan is keen the side don't underestimate a team that's one of the most recent to join the West of Scotland leagues.
It's a good game for us to play. You know, all credit has to go to the guys at Finnart. You know, they've put the proposal through to join the West League, and you know, they've been accepted and invited in there. I think it'll be tough. You know, these amateur teams, there's a good number of them. 8 or 10 got promoted in, but you know, there's still another 10, 12, 15 teams that are of a similar level that could quite easily step into the West as well. You know, these guys are well run, you know, and it shows that they've been accepted into the West in terms of they've been acknowledged of the work that they put in to be a good working club. I think it'll be, you know, a good strong physical matchup for us to play.
That's it for today. Thank you very much for watching.